Yow, what
Yo,
up,
what's up?
everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome back for after being gone for 3 weeks.
We back,
Well, we
niggas.
back and we got time to make up for it, so we about to get stupid.
I just looked at my wrist. I got time today.
We gonna get dumb. Like I ain't got. We gonna get stupid. So if you're new to the podcast, if you you just want to remember who we are, I'm the Big Easy.
I'm Birfmark. What's cracking?
Yeah, I know we ain't got no damn sense, so I'm trying to make sure everything is all good
On the
on
up and up.
yeah, I'm gonna make sure everything's up and up on the YouTube channel.
Oh, word.
So yeah, yeah, we good. We going live right now. I'm gonna open it up just in case anybody want to chat or whatever the case may be. Let me turn the volume down.
We going
Yeah,
live today.
hey, we got one person watching. So if you're in YouTube land, we up. You can holler at us so we can type you in.
Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. So yeah, so before we left, the topic we were supposed to be having was actually supposed to be what's that? The traditional roles in a relationship. Do gender roles still exist? Are there certain things that a man and a woman should do in a relationship, or is it now we at a point where it's all like, you know, just whatever, fitty. I don't, you know what I mean? It's just real. And then like I hear a lot of women talk about, oh, men are not like how they used to be. They're not old school enough.
Shit, neither are women. Huh.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna sit there and say. Like,
Huh.
not to knock them or nothing, but a lot of women aren't old school like they used to either. I mean, not to judge, so this is really for more like the people out there in the world. Like, yo, what do you think? Like, y'all really like what am I looking for? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so how you go? Like, you think the world like is there anything such thing as a traditional relationship, like old school relationship?
Um, I think there is, but I don't know. It depends on the values, because depending on your household, how you grew up, if your parents were old school and traditional, then you're kind of old school and and traditional. But if your parents weren't, and you were raised in a single parent home, you're not gonna really be old school and traditional, because 9 times out of 10, if your mom, raised you in a single parent home, your mom was like, "Yo, fuck your dad. He ain't shit. You don't need no man. Do for you." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
And a lot of people have stuck to that whole what's the word I'm looking for? They have stuck to those rules, like, pretty much. Like I said, if you had your mom was a single parent, and if she was that type of person that told you fuck your daddy and do for you, you got that in your head that now when you're gonna get you're going to school, you're getting your degrees on top of degrees on top of degrees, trying to make all this money. I don't need no man. I don't need nothing. Blah 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 blah. And then when you finally do get a man, you mad because he wants you to fucking stay at home and cook, or he wants you to at least cook a meal when you come home. Oh, I ain't doing that, bitch. Nah, 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 you cook. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense. So I don't think traditional relationships are in now. I'm a traditional person. I want that, but then people will be like, "Oh, but what if I work? What if we both work and you get home before me? So you expect me to cook? Blah 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 blah." Well, shit, my mama did. I'm not saying you my mama, but shit, my
oh,
mama had 6 kids. My mom made sure we had a fucking meal every night, after work and after she went to school, and when she taught. The whole shit. She made sure we had a meal. Whether it was Franks and beans, or something quick. She made sure we had a meal. But nowadays, a lot of women don't want to do that. They feel that
oh,
it's beneath them. Yeah, what's up?
I feel you on that one though. Like, I mean, but I think it's just like a whole like deeper like because I had a conversation with a woman one time and she was saying men are not men like they used to. They're not. What's what I'm looking for? Basically, she's trying to say a lot of men is more emotional, more soft
Yes,
than we used to.
that's true.
And what I was trying to explain to her was, now my pops I want to consider to be an old school dude. I've never seen him in pain. I've never seen him be weak. I've never seen him show any kind of vulnerability. But I remember there was a time when I woke up in the middle of the night and he was showing his soft side, but he was showing it to my mother. And I think she's the only one he was showing it to. So, like,
Hmm.
I was trying to explain to her, like, listen, men go through stuff. We may put on the front for our children. We might put up front up for the rest of the world. We might put a front up for anybody who depend on us. But that one woman that we want to grow old with, that we want to build this family with, we have to be allowed to show that vulnerable part so this way we can be stronger. Like, my thing is, we don't want to dwell in it, but you have to give us a space where we can let it out. Then we'll,
That's
then
true.
we get it, then we gather ourselves back up together and go even harder and be stronger. But if I'm sitting there saying this is bothering me, you're like, oh, I never dealt with a man so soft. That's because I'm gonna keep it funky with you. A lot of men who don't show that vulnerable side, they turn to alcohol. If they're not showing the soft side to you, there's another woman out there who's they're showing their soft side to, or they don't know what to do with their anger and frustration. And a lot of these men wind up taking it out, either whether it's verbally, physically, they become abusive because
Yes.
the world is not letting them express themselves, so they lash out or they gravitate to something that's going to give them comfort. Oh,
Oh,
Toya,
oh,
wait, oh, we didn't even,
oh,
the thing didn't even pop up on the screen saying she wanted to come through.
oh!
Oh,
Blast from the past.
what up, Toya? Okay.
Toya, what I go?
Oh, here you go with the fake Jamaican accent. No, bro.
What I
No,
go
no,
Toya?
bro.
What's up, Star? Can't even hear her, but go ahead.
Nah, she's showing me a picture of something.
She said she cannot hear shit.
Oh, she can't. Oh, that's what she's saying.
Fix your whack ass computer.
Here we go. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, that's where I was going. That's where I was coming from. I'm like, it's not that men don't want to be strong. It's not that we
And
don't.
it's also women are too fucking hard nowadays. I'm gonna show. I'm trying to let me see. I'm gonna try to find this post, and it was real. And a lot of people that I sent it to, or when I posted it on my Instagram page, a few females agree with it, and a few didn't. So let me see if I can find this shit real quick. I'm gonna just play a little snippet of it so we can we can go forth with our where the fuck is
Oh,
it at?
people in Riverside land, if you see me not looking directly in the camera, that's because I'm checking up with the YouTube and making sure people was on the YouTube. Like, yo,
Where's this shit at? I'm about to post it. Just give me 2 seconds.
don't worry, take your time because yeah, like the topic that we gonna discuss is gonna be crazy. I mean, like how I expressed like one question that I asked last week. Okay, if you and the family's having dinner together, who gets the first plate? The man or the
Yes.
woman?
So back in the like I was when you text me that I was like back in the days, the way it was the man because he was the head of the household, he was supposed to get the plate.
Hey, Toya, you joining us again?
Toya,
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear your ass.
Oh,
Can you hear us?
Language, bro.
This is who I am. Damn it.
That's why we can't take you nowhere.
no comments.
All right, but listen to this post, and then y'all tell me how y'all feel out there in the world. I'm gonna turn it
Yeah.
around. I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Men are not intimidated by strong women. The problem a lot of you have is that you think that being strong means you gotta be super rude, you gotta be loud, you gotta be aggressive, assertive to get your way or to get your point across. But that doesn't make you strong. That makes you insufferable. That makes you unpleasant to live with. I'm paraphrasing off a quote I saw online. I don't think it was Twitter, I forgot, but I read it and it was so deep. The quote then went on to say, it's not that we can't handle you, but we choose not to in light of better options. I understand sometimes it's really rare to find a good man, but a lot of your attitudes are the reason why a lot of you women are still single and won't get a man. Well, you might get him, but you won't keep him. Not a real man. Your strength isn't in having this masculine energy where you feel like you have to be the leader, the boss, the dominant one in the relationship. Your strength is in your femininity, and your vulnerability, and your willingness to submit, and your willingness to let a man lead. That takes a strong woman.
Well, so pretty much. Did you hear? You heard it? You heard what she said?
I heard it loud and clear.
So what's your opinions about that?
She said one word that really stands out. She said handled.
Go ahead.
I don't want to handle any woman I'm with. You make it sound like you're like an animal. Why do I have to handle you? You're grown. You should be able. You should know how to conduct yourself. Like, so if I have to handle you, no, I'm out. I don't. That's not what I'm here for. Like remember the meme that used to go around saying, I'm not built for no soft man. I talk back and I don't listen. Like, talk back and don't listen for what? I mean, I understand within reason if y'all having a disagreement or whatever the case may be, but if a dude is trying to teach you something, just don't be defiant just to be defiant.
But that's the thing. A lot of women, and again, this is just my opinion. So out there in the world, I'm not saying this is just my opinion. A lot of women, they want to, they do the whole talking back, blah blah blah, because they want to see if their man is really a man. And I don't understand it, and that shit makes no sense to me, because again, like you said, if we're trying to teach you, not saying that you can't teach us either, but if we're trying to teach you, why the hell do you have to be combative? Why do you have to talk back? Like, that makes a man not want to deal with that shit, because what the fuck is wrong? Like, why do I want to argue? I come home because home is supposed to be my peace. It's supposed to be my rest. I had a long day at work. You don't know what I've gone through at work. You don't know what I've gone through going to work, coming home from work, in the streets as a black man, period. Like, even vice versa. A woman, you know, what you've been going through, so many men are hit on you in the street, or at work you got the chick that's hating on you because you look pretty or you dress fly or whatever. Why should you go home and have to argue and fight for no reason?
You ain't never lie, bro.
Like, that shit is it makes no sense. Like, who wants to do that? And that's what, you gonna fight back and argue to show that you love me? Then I don't want that, because I don't need that type of love.
Or the famous one when they try to put you through a test. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Test, I'm a grown ass adult. The only test that I should be taking is in school.
Yeah, like,
That's
I mean,
it.
I just reached a point where, you know what? I know I'm a man. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I'm not perfect, and I can admit I had my dark days, but I'm coming out of that.
And then who's determined? Who are you as a woman to determine if I'm a man or not? Just like I can't determine if you're a woman.
And you know what killed me is that a lot of women say what a real man is, and then when you look at the kind of men they date or kind of men that they have
Exactly.
babies by, you be like, well, where was your real man radar then?
That's only because they're looking at either what they see, like their girlfriend could have a man that's doing for him, doing for her, and taking her out and buying her nice shit. So she might want that. I'm just saying might. I'm not saying she does, but she might want stuff like that. So she sees that her man, her best friend's man, is doing that for her, and she's happy. So she wants that for herself. You don't know what they go through. You just see in the outward appearance. You don't know what goes on in the relationship. And if your girlfriend's telling you everything that goes on in the relationship, that's fucked up, because that's between her and her man.
Yeah, and like I said, and then like people get caught up on show. Like, all right, you know, you're the woman, you date with this dude. This dude automatically right off the bat give you $100. But then you meet a dude who can only give you 50. Oh, I'm gonna go rock out with the dude that gave me the 100. But the dude that had the 100 really had 500. The dude that had 50 had 25 and scraped up another 25 to give you the 50. You know, and it's like, that's not respected. It's just like, oh, you bum. Oh, this thing. Oh, he over here got money. Yeah, but he got money? You don't got it. Who says he's giving it to you?
Like, when I was younger, And I had girlfriends. Yeah, I used to buy them shit. I used to take them out and do stuff because I was younger, and that was my mo then. Now, as
Yeah.
an older adult, an older man who's trying to build, I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to do big shit. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna take you out, but I'm not gonna be spending my money every week going out when I could be saving that money to get a house for us if we together. Or putting money together to save it for us to take a nice vacation. But yet you see your girls or you see your friends going out every weekend to the club or they going out chilling and you like, oh, let's go do that. Nah, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to spend my money on that. I'm just saying, because I see people out there that do that. They get mad because their significant other don't want to hang out or don't want to spend money on certain shit. When that person has a goal, that person's trying to do certain shit. You can't knock them for that. But it depends on your personality and how you was. Because if you were like that before, you're gonna always be like that. That's how some people are. Some people are very materialistic.
Well, yeah, like I mean, there's a saying that I learned the hard way. I can't take care of your present and take care of our future at the same time.
Ooh, that's nice.
You hear people talk about, oh, I want to own a house, I want to do this, I want to do that, but then they trying to live right now in the moment, like, oh, I need these shoes, or I need it. Listen, I can't do both. So if we're gonna sit there and try to get this house, you have to understand that we're gonna have to make some cutbacks somewhere along the way.
That's how I feel. If we
And
gonna
I, I
build,
mean, that's what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, especially if you know like each other's situation. Like, listen, you know my situation. I didn't hide that from you. You still said I want to be with you. So let's work it out.
and that's the
But
thing too. People don't respect somebody's situation. Like, if you start dating somebody and that person throws their whole shit on the table, and you accept it and continue to be with them, you can't be mad at them because y'all not going out every weekend or y'all not doing this because that person threw that shit all on the table. So you can't be tight about that. You can't be mad that a holiday or something come by and your dude or your chick don't buy you something for the holiday or do some shit. Well, they already told you their situation. You thought you was gonna change them? No.
and that's
You
what they
told
think. They
yeah,
think that's exactly what they think and feel. They're like, oh, well, I like it. I like this and I like that. You be like, I don't. You knew my situation when we first got together. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. I can't call it, but I need people to understand. Like, I don't know. So that's why, and then like a new thing now. Yeah, a lot of women are going to school. And a lot of them getting degrees. And I hear a lot of them talking about, oh, I can't wait to add these letters to the end of your name. I don't give a damn what letters you have at the end of your name.
exactly.
The only letters I'm worried about at the end of your name is if I'm gonna give you my name. Like all
Yeah,
that professional stuff and academic stuff, keep that in the academic world, keep that in the professional world. When you come home to me as my woman, hopefully the soon to be my wife, I don't care what kind of degrees you got. Your degrees ain't gonna be there with me when we go through the hard times.
hmm
You gonna have to be there, and if all you are is your degrees, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, yo, I don't care about your degrees. There's so many people we know with degrees and still just double D, dumb as dog shit.
but that's the thing. You can have a degree and not have any fucking street salt or common sense whatsoever.
I
Just
mean, that's
because you
what it is. A
just because
degree
you
don't
was
mean
able to
yeah.
go to class and fucking read a book or pass a test, that don't mean that you still common. You got common sense because anybody can do
A degree don't equal intelligence.
it. Exactly.
That's all. But I'm not trying to knock them. I'm not trying to say keep going, and I'm not trying to play the ones who actually are intelligent and have degrees. I give y'all that. But the way I break it down and the way I'll always break it down, our ancestors, unfortunately, we was taken from the homeland and we was made slaves. We was getting married in secret. Who had a degree?
True.
Nobody. Love, trust, loyalty, all that was part of the relationship. It didn't matter what your degree was, because at that time, nobody had a degree. We wasn't allowed to read or write. Shit, we was doing work without getting paid.
That's
But
true.
like it's just like I think the fundamentals of the relationship got thrown out the window. So
It
that's
wasn't
where
the fundamentals. Again, you forget everything is historically bound. When they sent our black people when they sent them away for war. Our black men when they sent them away, was it the Vietnam War? No, World War I. That was the first war. When they sent them away for World War I and left the moms home with the kids, they put it in their head, okay, your niggas is away at war, you don't need them. Let's get on welfare. Fuck them. You don't have to be a part of them. Let them do their thing. When they come back, they're gonna be all fucked up anyway if they come back. So you don't need a man. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. Here's this government assistance. Let's give it to you so you can take care of yourself and your kids. Fuck that man. So when that man came home from war and he saw that you done got an apartment now, you done got furniture, you done got a little bit of money, mind you, you wasn't working because the man back in the day, the man took care of the household. So now you got all this shit. He come back from war. He's kind of fucked up anyway because in that war, them niggas gave him drugs, gave him hepatitis, gave him a whole bunch of shit because they didn't really give a fuck about the black man then. So, like I said, you became independent now. You got your own little money, your food stamps, all this shit coming along. You don't need no man. You don't need no man. So that shit started to be instilled in you now. That man's trying to come home and nah, fuck you, nigga. You left. You went away to war. We don't need you now. Blah blah blah. And that's how it started happening. That's how these independent women. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being independent, but that's how the shit was happening. These women, a lot of independent women, the system was telling them that they didn't need a man, they can do on their own, and that's what they started doing. Then as the 40s came in with the whole women independence thing, women have to subject themselves to what men told them to do. That's when the whole women's suffrage started, back in the 40s, and then again, it just went from that point on until we have nowadays. Like I said, the 70s, 80s. A lot of our black women started to go to school now. They started getting good jobs. They started to do for themselves because they didn't need a man. Now, mind you, again, men, we were trying to do what we had to do, but a lot of men was fucked up because of the whole war and because of the whole poverty
They
shit.
really drugs. I mean, yeah, like especially the Vietnam War, we came back
Hell yeah.
with the
Hell yeah. That shit
Dead
was like
Presidents.
fun.
The remember movie Dead Presidents? That showed
Exactly.
that. That
Even
showed
in the
that right in
'60s,
there.
with the whole civil rights movement, they was fucking killing our men. Like they was doing the same shit, beating niggas up, sicking dogs on them, hosing them down. We was fucking, we was nothing. If a penny was the richest thing, we was less than a fucking penny.
But
That's
that's
how
not even.
that's how that
It
shit
goes
was.
in. It goes way back before then. What was the terminology? Breaking the bull.
Yeah,
Even on the plantation, they take the biggest, strongest man
yeah,
there
that's
was,
how it
and then they
is.
sit there and they just violate him in front of everybody else. To sit there and say, if we could take down your strongest, we dare you to try something.
They raped the men in front of their women, and then they raped the women. Like it was just a whole bunch of shit. So they emasculated us, and then they taught a woman that they don't need us. So now, like I said, these women, a lot of women, I'm happy for you. You got degrees, you got great jobs, making good money, but in your head, you already was told that you don't need a nigga. Why should I need a nigga when I can do for myself?
And you know
Fuck
what
that.
another, you know
Or if
another
he,
thing I realized.
or if he not making six figures, I don't want him. Like, okay, I mean, I get you,
And don't
whatever.
get me wrong, I'm gonna bring something to the table now. There's not a man out there that doesn't want to provide for his family. There's not a man out there that don't want to take care of his family. We want to take care of our family. I'm not gonna say all. I'm not gonna say all men, but majority of men I know, especially the ones I know, we all for taking care of our family. Now, women say men are not old school like they used to be. I get it, but women, y'all have to understand something. If you want to go old school, we are supposed to meet you when you don't have all these children. We supposed to come to you as a man and a woman, and we supposed to build the family together. You get a lot of these women that's coming to us with two, three, four, five kids talking about, oh, I'm in a man that sit there and provide for me and take care of me. Wait a minute. You was like we were supposed to build a family together. If you want to go traditional, I'm not trying to say it's wrong, but before they throw the old school and the traditional in there, y'all come here with already ready-made families, and y'all expect a man to just jump in the role and be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna be daddy. Like if you want to go traditional, I'm supposed to sit there and take care of you, or myself and you, and then as the babies come along, I step my life up to make to accommodate the extra baby that we have.
Hmm.
It's not like, hey, one day I'm sitting here and I got no kids, or I got my one kid. Because back in my day, I was notorious for dating women that had children, and I had no child at the time.
Oh yes, you was.
So, it was it's not cool for me to sit there and be like, hey, I don't have any kids, and then boom, oh, I got three. Like that's not an easy transition for somebody who's used to having none, or somebody who's used to having one, and you pop up with three. Like,
No,
okay,
that's true. I agree. That's true.
like that takes time, You know, it's like they want you to have all the solutions, and I'm like, not trying to say what they have in problems, but like you want me to have solutions for stuff that you created before I even got here, and that's something where that has to be taken into consideration, and I feel like it really isn't taken into consideration. Like you want us to be old school men, but a lot of y'all not old school women.
Yeah, true. Because an old school woman make sure there's a hot meal on the stove. An old school woman, and that's what we if we going by old school terminology. I'm not saying now. I'm saying if we going by old school terminology, like you said, the man is supposed to provide. He's supposed to be out there working, come home, bring home the money, bring home the food, so that the woman can cook, so that the woman can clean, so the woman can do laundry, so the woman can prepare and take care of the kids. That's old school mentality. Of course, that doesn't happen nowadays because in today's society, you need two incomes in order to survive, especially with kids. You need two incomes. But I still feel that a woman controls the household. Without a woman, the household will not go properly. And I'm a firm believer of that. But also, I believe the man is the head of the household. Even though, like I said, the woman controls the household because, of course, without a woman, you won't be able to. I mean, men, you can cook on your own, blah, 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 but it's just that woman's love, it's just that motherly love that every man and every child needs. So, the man is the head of the household. He should make the decisions according to the household, but in actuality, when you're in the household, the woman controls and runs everything. That's how it has been, that's how it should be, and that's how it should continue to be. Like I said, that's just what it is. And the only reason, like for instance, look at a lion. We think more because we have intellect and we use our minds more. Animals, the way they're trained, the men go out and hunt, bring the food back, and then they lay on their ass while the lioness, the lion they kill, while the lioness actually now is a little bit different now. Let me just rephrase it. But how it's supposed to be was the lions go out and hunt and they bring the fucking food back, and then the lioness will take apart the food and give it to her fucking cubs. That's how it works. Now, you have some nowadays where, I don't know how that shit happened, but you have some lionesses that go out there and hunt the food back. I
No,
don't
you got the
know.
lion here. I learned that from the Lion King. It was the lioness that was going out hunting.
Yeah, nowadays
But
the
you know what?
lionesses, but they did that only because they wanted to show that the woman is not just supposed to be at home. That's how they did that. So they
Well, I
transitioned
mean,
and they fixed it just because of that.
I don't watch too many National Geographic, so I don't really know. No, but I do know one thing about lions, and women need to stop saying they want a man to be like a lion, because if you want to get real, lions are like the spokesperson for polygamy, yo. Like they have more than one lioness that they sleep with. They have that. The whole pride is basically them, the bunch of lionesses, and a bunch of children. And when and if they have male children at a certain age, he pushes the male children out. Like, yo, go find your own place. Like,
Yeah,
don't stay here. This is me and my women. These are my old ladies. You
but
know,
that's how civilization is. That's how it's always been. That's how animals. That's how they are. Like you can't. An animal's not gonna sleep with the same animal because that's animals. Those are animals.
no, they not, no. But I'm saying, but with the lion, it's not like it's like a whole. It's not like it's a wolf pack where you have men and you have male and female wolves. in a pride is usually one male lion with a bunch of female
Yeah,
lionesses,
of
and then
course.
all those children belong to that one lion.
Yeah,
And then
that's
when
how it is
his,
with all animals.
you know, so it's like, but women be like, oh, I want a man that's strong like a lion. Yo, you want me to just cheat on you then? You want me to have a woman over here, a woman
I
over
don't
there?
think they look at it in that technical form. That's a little bit more technical than what they're probably saying.
Because I think logically, so I'm like, this is what you want? I mean, if you want me to go cheat on you,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't think they thinking it like that. That's a little bit too technical. That
I'm
they
saying, but but this is why you can't bring up certain situations because when somebody sit there and be like, "Word, you want to know full detail about this?" Well, yeah, that's just I don't know, like it's one big mess, and I really feel like like the only way we can hit is just hit the reset button. We definitely need to hit the reset button. You know, like I think somewhere it got lines got crossed, and I just feel like we need to sit there and have the conversation and be like
So
how
a
do
friend of
we?
mine, a friend of mine just texted me, and because she's on the podcast, she's like, "I'm gonna need you guys to have a woman's perspective on that podcast." So I just texted. I said, "But this is a male podcast. This is from a male point of view. Like, I
We've been
get the
saying
point
that
of
since the
who
beginning.
women because we not knocking y'all, but y'all got
No,
mad shows out there. Y'all got The View. Y'all got uh, I don't know, a whole bunch of women shit where women talk about what women feelings are. So this is a male podcast, and we're talking how us men feel from our point of view. So not to negate what you women are feeling, because we would never do that, but
no, we would never do that.
we want to talk about how we feel because
Like
we
you
don't
can
know
always
how
call
these
in and
people.
share your opinions, but at the end
Yeah,
of the day, understand we're speaking from a male perspective because we're men.
she said my points are archaic. Why my points are archaic? It's my point of view. That's
I
the
mean, but
thing. This
archaic
is
by
why.
whose standards?
This is why a man will never ever be able to have a valid point, because if we think the way we think and women don't agree with what we think, our points and what we think are not valid because you guys don't agree with it. Why can't we just have our views? Why can't we say what it is that we want to say?
Damn, I should have saved that name.
What?
What happened was is that somebody posted a picture. 50. They say he gained some weight since
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they said this is how society looks at us. They was like 50 Cent. Oh, he gained weight. He got fat. He got lazy since he got his money. But then below was a picture of Lizzo, and they was talking about, oh, she's free spirited, body positivity, and I'm like, and she
Double
rep-
standards, bro.
and I'm like, wait, hold up. So because 50, who's 46, he was still in shape, but he's making his money. You don't
He
have to go
happy. He's living his
forward.
life. He
He's
happy.
happy. That's the happy weight. He's good. But because, oh, he let himself go, he looked like a whole dollar now. He was like, what? But then y'all still giving Lizzo her props. And I'm like, you can't give Lizzo her props. You can't do that.
Because, like I said, anytime a man feels a certain way, anytime we have an opinion, anytime we want to boast, or not even boast, but if we want to vent about how we feel, it's always an issue because we're not supposed to feel how we feel. Oh, you can't feel that way because I feel this way. But okay, we know that you feel this way because you done told us many times how you feel. But now we want to tell you why we feel the way we feel. You may not agree with it, but
Oh,
we
trust
have
me.
the right to say what we want to say too. This is how we think.
And I'm not going to sit there and knock anybody because I can tell you right now, there's about probably 5 women who may have watched the podcast and was like, oh, and I'm just using these words because I heard them before. Oh, they soft, they a bunch of bitches. Like, I listen to them complain.
Exactly. They listen to us complain, allegedly, but now let us be assholes. Don't say nothing.
Oh, why you don't
And
open up to me?
oh, now you're not opening up to me. Why you
Why you
gotta
keep
be an
everything locked?
asshole? Why you can't talk? Blah 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 blah. So either we win. Actually, we lose any way we are. We fucking
Either way,
lose,
we lose.
and that's crazy. It shouldn't be that way. But
You
that's
know,
that's how it is. This is people, the song that used to say, "This is a man's world." This is not a man's world. It's not, because of all the women's rights, all the women's suffrage, all the, girl, all the women power, girl power, who run the world, girls.
Now, at the time that song came out, well, then again, but if you listen to the lyrics, he said, "It's a man's world, but it's nothing without a
Without a
woman."
woman, exactly.
Yeah,
Of course,
nothing without a woman.
of
So
course.
yeah, I mean, at that time, yeah, men was getting away with stuff. They was getting higher paid wages. So yes, I understand when that song came out, and women was like, "Oh, men get away,"
Not black men, but not black men.
but the world haven't been like that in so long. Like as the hashtag Black Girl Magic, the future is female. Like I saw a post today, and they had a post in the school. It said Black Her Story and Black History. So I was like, okay, like when we say Black History, we just saying history, not like his story. Like like we're not putting gender on it. It's just the word history, and it's just like a lot of things that we just I think we just dissect and make sure we make it predominantly towards women. When I'm like, the whole race is hurting.
Yeah,
That's just me. The whole race is hurting.
I agree. The whole human race is hurting.
The whole human race is hurting.
I agree.
So, so when we sit there and say stuff like, I'm like, yo, it's scary. But I mean, we always been slighted. Mother's Day, you get the big dinners, the great gifts.
Father's Day, we get socks and maybe a tie.
We'll cook out for ourselves. y'all get lobster and whatever y'all want. We gotta do a cookout for ourselves. Yeah, that's
Valentine's Day is a woman's holiday. Y'all get flowers and roses and candies and taken out for
Yes.
dinner. Maybe the man will get a card, or I'm just saying, using examples.
Yeah, I don't know. When was the last time I got a gift for Valentine's Day? Sugar cookies. I can't say that I really did.
Yeah,
Nope.
Father's Day has always been kind of tight for me. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
I appreciate everything. Don't get me wrong. I'm not picky, but it's like, wow, okay, thanks for the t-shirts. I needed more t-shirts.
But I ain't gonna front though. Some of the gifts I don't be mad at. When they give me cargo shorts, I'm with it. I like cargo shorts.
I don't know. I just, like I said, the whole gender thing. I mean, the whole relationship. I don't know. I feel because of the way society is now, and like I said, we have women that are earning more money than men. People don't want to admit it, and they don't think so. They still say that men, make more money than women, but women are now getting more degrees and more. They're doing a lot more nowadays.
What happened?
Toya's an asshole. She was like, "You're welcome for the t-shirts." You're an ass, Toya, but thank you for giving the fathers a fucking t-shirt on Father's Day. But yeah, I mean, I get it. Things are not gonna be how they were back in the fucking 20s, back in the 30s, 40s, or even back in the 1800s. It's not gonna be that way, but there has to be some type of organization and some understanding. If we're living in a household where both of us work, we have to put it down the line. Okay, you get home before me, so then you got to do dinner. Or you're home a couple of days. If I work the weekends and you don't, you should be doing the laundry on the weekends. You should be making sure the house is clean on the weekends. If I work nights and you work days, while you're working, I'm gonna make sure the house is clean. I'll pick up the kids and make sure they're good. So by the time you come home, when it's ready for me to go to work, I'm good. Like, it should be equal like that. That's how I feel it should be now. Because times are different. Again, you don't know what situations are. It's very rare that you'll get a husband and wife who are home at the same time, who are working the same hours, who are able to do the same thing for the kids. It's very rare because, like I said, the way society is now is totally different. And not knock it to all the women who are single moms out there, but there are single dads out there as well. So You know, you can't keep saying, "Oh
Let-
well,
Let's
I
let's
got."
let's discuss that right quick
Yes,
about the whole
yes,
single moms.
yes. What's up?
Let's understand that some of these women are not single mothers. They're just single. There
And
is
happen
a
to be
father
mothers.
there who's willing to sit there and put in the work just like she is to take care of that child. A
Yes, I
lot of,
agree.
and I'm not trying to say all women, but I know I've watched a lot of women alienate the father just so that she can pull that "I'm a single mother" title. And it makes no sense. If you have a father who's willing to be in his child's life, you are not a single parent.
I
You're
agree.
just single.
I agree.
This man is here. Let him be a father. Like, because that's another thing. Like, women love to, oh, I'm a single mother. No, you're just single.
So
That,
I used to have conversations with some people with the whole single mom situation. And they used to be like, yeah, because men ain't shit and yada yada yada. And then when they got to know me and I told them my story, yeah, nigga, I was a single fucking dad. Oh, but no, you just
you will never
no,
get the credit.
no, nigga, I was a single dad. I did that shit on my own by
They'll
myself
never get the
for fucking
credit.
12 years.
They'll
And
never get
after
the
the 12
credit.
years, it's because she wanted to go to her mom's house and live with her mom. But I did that shit on my own for 12 years. So when a lot of women come in and be like, oh, but you don't know how it is to
I
be a
do
single
know how it
mother
is.
and go to work. Yes, the fuck I do. I did that shit
Yes, I do.
on my own. So
Yeah.
I love it. I love the challenge because so like I said, women, y'all feel that men can't do the same shit that y'all do. No, we can't give birth. We can't have kids. Physically we can't do that. But everything else that you're doing, we can do. Oh no, but it's the emotional thing
Mm.
because moms love their kids and it's just a mother's love. Okay, but
And
it's
if
a
all
daddy's
don't,
love as well, and a mother's love and a father's love is just as strong. Just because I didn't push you out of my body doesn't mean that I don't love you the same. And a lot of women can't get that through their head. They never could grasp that because they don't see the other side of the picture. They just see it from what
they
they
don't.
think they know, and
They
that
don't.
shit pisses me off because I love that debate. Like I used to have conversations with people all the time about certain shit like that, and then I used to be like, yeah, but when my daughter got her period for the first time, she didn't call her
I
mother.
know. They called you.
She called me because she lived with me and I took care of her. Oh, but no, ain't no but. Yes, I knew what the fuck to do because I had to ask my moms and I had to ask women in my family. But she called me when she got her period the first time, and I had to tell her what to do. So you ain't saying nothing but a word. You ain't telling me no fucking story because I
It's,
did
I
that.
don't know. It's just a lot of women just don't believe men can take care. Like they like to sit there and say, "Oh, how many men can take care of their children without help and do it by themselves?" One, why do I have to do? If I have a village behind me, why am I doing it by myself? That just means my child has a lot of people who love them and want to see them flourish the best they
That's
can.
cool. You remember the movie Fatherhood with Kevin Hart?
Yeah. No, I ain't really watch it though.
It was a great movie. Very sentimental. I mean, I didn't cry. My brother cried, but it was very sentimental. He had a wife. They had a baby.
She
His
passed
wife
away.
died. He had to take care of her from fucking a few months old because she died while after she gave birth. So he took care of her from fucking birth on to whatever by himself. He had help,
Themselves.
for his moms and his stepmoms. It was, I mean, his mother-in-law. They would, I'll take the baby while you working or blah blah. Sometimes like this, but he did the shit on his own. So it's
You
possible
did
that
it
it can
alone.
happen.
It's possible that a man can do it by himself, but my thing is, I don't see why women get so mad because a man has a support system. So what? My moms and my sister is saying, "Hey, we'll help you out," or we'll watch him every once in a while. Why are you mad about that? See, the problem is you have the same support system with your family. You just choose not to use them because you want to pull that "I'm a single
I'm a
mother,"
single mom. Yeah,
but you struggling for no reason. A lot of these women struggle on their own. I'm like, why are you making yourself struggle when you don't have to? You know, like it's not rocket science, B. Come on.
yeah. None of this shit is rocket science, but
If
people
you
make it
love your
rocket science.
child, it's not rocket science. Everything you do is just out of love for my child.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
it.
That's it.
It all falls into place. Cause like, all right, he got to get up. He got to go to school. He got to do homework. All that stuff is easy. Why? Because you want him to learn. You want her to learn. You want her to grow. You want him to grow. So you're gonna do all the things either that your parents did with you, or all the things you wish your parents would do with you.
I think that when people who have kids together once they, separate, and if they make shit hard, that's because they feel for the other person. They still have hostility towards the other person. Because at the end of the day, if it's about your kid, you and me ain't gotta fucking talk on a
No, we
personal
don't.
level at all. But when it comes to that kid, we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure that our kid is good. After that, I ain't even gotta look at you. I ain't gotta fucking speak at you. As long as the kid sees that we do what we gotta do for that kid, when I go by my
That's
way,
it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying shit to you. I don't give a fuck about you. But when it's time for something to happen with the kid, I'm right there. We not best of friends, but we gonna do everything we can do together for this kid. And like I said, when shit is done, the kid go to sleep. All right, fuck you. I'm going home. Don't call me unless something happened to my kid. But a lot of people, again, because they still have hostility and because they still have feelings, they can't separate their feelings, their personal feelings,
You
for the
can't.
feelings of that kid. They
You
can't do
really
that.
can't.
And
And
that's
the
why a
kids,
lot of
and the kids
relationships are
suffer.
fucked up. And that's why a lot of kids, they see that their parents are going through bullshit, and that's why the kids will be fucked up. Like these kids aren't built like we was when we was kids. They're much softer. Not saying it's a bad thing, but because society has raised them to be a little bit softer and to, you know, to just to be more expressing. These kids are very soft. We got bullied when we was kids. We had to get over that shit. Fuck it. We wasn't
Yeah, we
able
had,
to
yeah, you had to stand
drive
up.
out.
Yeah, stand up to your bully.
Yeah, stand up to your bully, get that shit over with. Now, it sucks that kids are killing themselves because they're being bullied because they're softer, and that's how the system has made them a little softer. But nonetheless, like I said, the reason why a lot of this shit happens is because people are still having feelings to their exes or to their mates. That's why they only, because it's not that hard. Fuck it. If you work during the day, like I said, I'm home at night. Or if you work during the day, I'm home during the day. And we got young kids that are not school age. I'm gonna keep the kids until you get home. No, I don't have to talk to you. No, nothing. We don't have to fucking do shit together. But I'm gonna keep my kids because it helps out the relationship with the kids. It's not really. I don't give a fuck about you, but it makes it easier on the kids. Same thing. If you work in the day, you get out at 3. The kids get out of school at 3 o'clock. I'm still home. I'm gonna pick up the kids. Fuck it. I'm gonna pick them up until you get out of work. Then when you get out of work, I'm gonna bring the kids to you, so I can do my thing to go to work. That's how it should be. It's that simple. But
That's
people
how
don't
it
want it
should
to
be,
be
but
that
people
simple.
don't. They don't want to make it that simple.
It could you can co-parent and that shit could be easy and simple.
But one of the parents always got issues.
Yeah, somebody always is feeling a certain way. Like let that shit go already. It's not about you. It's about the kids.
You know,
Let that shit go.
and
You know,
that's why, a lot of especially a lot of men, they commit suicide behind all this because all they want to do is be a father to their child.
yeah, but it
And
goes
you
both ways.
and
A
you
lot
get
of women
women
do the
out there
same
who
shit. A lot of
use
women commit suicide. A lot of women they decide that they want to just take the kids and run away and bounce because they fucking their children's fathers are assholes. They do dumb shit. So it makes a stressful situation. You're already stressed because the kids live with you, and you got to figure out what's going to happen. But you're going to be an asshole to that mom just because y'all broke up or whatever the situation is. You're going to be an asshole to her, knowing that she got to take care of these kids. You're not going to show up when it's your turn to fucking pick up the kids, or you're not going to answer your phone, or you're going to keep making excuses why you can't pick up your kids. Like that doesn't that
no. You know
at
what
the end
killed
of the
me?
day it's not hurting. It's not hurting her. It's hurting the fucking kids.
You know what killed me? The 1 weekend a month fathers. They go pick up the kid and don't even spend the weekend with the kid. They go give them to their mama because that's the
Yeah.
only time that their side of the family get to see the baby. So it's like grandma's on grandma duty all weekend, and you just still running the street like
Still
no.
running the streets, yeah.
So
Talking about, yeah, I take care of my kids.
no, you don't. Your mama do.
I don't know.
He's
It's
like,
just,
wait, can you just get your kid? Like, yo, my mom's watching the kid. It good. It's your, you get 1 weekend a month. You give it up to your moms.
I hate the fact that I can only get my daughter every other week. I hate that shit.
I hate it too.
I hate it, and I hate it that she moved far now. So, like they've moved. It's been a month since they've been gone, and I haven't even seen it yet because they moved further up north. The first time I was supposed
It's
to go, it
harder.
fucking snowed really, really bad. The second time, she wound up going away with her mom's family. They went on a family fucking vacation. Then the third week, it snowed again really bad. Then the fourth week, her mom fell on her driveway, so she wasn't able to come down here, and it snowed here. So it was like, damn, it's like you moving further. I get it, you moving further to make a better life for yourself, but that shit is inconveniencing me. Spending time with
Like,
my
it could be in my relationship with my child. I get it.
exactly. We both. I'm understanding, and because I'm the type of person that I am, it's like okay, I let you rock, but it's like my daughter's like, okay, Dad, you coming to get me this weekend? You coming to get me this weekend? You coming to get me this weekend? I'm like, no, Dad, baby, I can't because it's snowing. Or no, baby, because your mother, blah blah blah. No, baby, because it just fucking, it just fucks me up. That's
It,
because
it, it, it,
everybody who knows me knows that I love my kids, and I'm a dad. Like some people are part time dads. I'm a fucking full
I'm a
time dad.
dad. Yeah,
You know,
I
I,
know.
I can spend time with my kids and do nothing else, and I'm good.
See, you ain't saying nothing but a word. Now that this kid got a Uno deck, he be playing these. I'm like, come on, son. We learned how to play checkers the other day. I'm like, oh god, I gotta get a checker set. But
Uh-oh.
yeah, that's it's just crazy, man. Because it's like I don't know, co-parenting. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
But like I was saying earlier, we had a whatchamacallit. We had a viewer. Let me check out on my Instagram right quick. One of the viewers asked a question, and I don't want to word it incorrectly. I hope she's watching. I'm gonna shout her out in a second. Where we at? Dramatic Soul Collection. She asked the question, all right, basically, you've broken up from a long-term relationship in which is a blended family. So, as you know, you got kids, your girl got kids, y'all get together, now y'all
Mhm.
one big happy family.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, you know, you don't have, what responsibility, if any, does the other person still have to the other person kids? So, like,
So
if y'all break up,
read the whole thing again. Say it again.
you broke up from a long-term relationship.
Okay.
Y'all both had previous children from a relationship, so
Okay.
it's a blended family.
Yeah.
And then y'all break up. So it's like, what responsibilities do you still have to the other children?
Copy. Now it depends on how long y'all was together.
That's true.
Because if we were dating, we was together for a few months to a year. I really don't have no ties to your kids, and you really ain't got no ties to my kids. It's just a clean break. Boom. That's it. It's fucked up because the kids wind up getting to know each other, but it's kind of a clean break. Now, if you guys were together for 5, 10 plus years, then I was pretty much a part of their raising. So just like you probably be pretty much, it'll be difficult because of course those children are gonna have feelings towards the other person, and it's gonna be difficult when that kid says, "Hey, mommy," or "Hey, daddy, I want to go see such and such," or "I want to go spend time with such and such," because depending on the breakup, there may be some hostility between one of the persons. So, like, nah, I don't think you should go over to such and such house, or nah, but again, that's the maturity of the person that was in the relationship. Because again, if you were there for most of their life, then you really can't you can't really say no for me or her or whatever whoever it is to be a part of their lives, especially if that kid wants to be there. That's my opinion.
Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I mean, because I understand that, if it's a long-term relationship, of course, if it's a short one, all right, later, deuces, you doing. But if it's a longer-term relationship, as we go into our separate lives, um, we might not run in the same circles. Our
Yeah,
schedules might not be the same anymore because now our lives are now separated. So
yeah,
where we was making the effort to combine our lives, we're now saying we severing that time. We're going our separate ways. So I might not even be in the areas where I used to be, or have a reason to be on your side of town. You know. So as much as I would miss those kids, because at first you're gonna try to keep it up, like okay, I'll still hang out with the kids, or can I pick them up or whatever. But eventually, somebody's gonna get a new relationship, and they're not gonna have that time. Like my thing is, it's gonna be different when you go from being a father to like a cool uncle. You know, like that's a mind blowing experience right there.
Like Ariel, when I was with Taryn's mom, Ariel spent most of her life with well, not most of it, but her late teenage stages to her 20s, with her as well because we were together. So now that we're not together, Ariel calls her. She goes to hang out with her. She drives up there, and that's cool because you spent her late teenage years when she was becoming a woman. You spent with her, so I can't be mad at you, even though you and I don't rock with each other like that. I can't be mad at my daughter, and I can't be mad at you for wanting to see my daughter and for her to come up there with you. That's just what it is. So regardless if I'm here or not, we don't live around each other. She still goes up there to see her. I'm not mad at it because that's what she want to do. That's what she want to do. She has a bond with her. They have a relationship. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, but Ariel's also to the age where she can travel by herself.
Yeah, now she can. Yeah.
Yeah,
But of
like
course,
so
when you're a kid, a younger kid, of course.
that's gonna be a little tougher with younger children.
Huh?
That's gonna be tougher when there's younger children involved. Like if
Of
you raise a
course.
kid from 5 to like 10 or 11, that kid can't travel by himself yet.
Nah, not at all.
Depending on where you live at,
If that person wants to see that kid, then
yeah, it
make
makes time.
arrangements to see that kid. Yeah. If that kid was really that serious to you. Now, if you was just dealing with the kid because you guys were in a relationship, and then once the relationship, severed, you really didn't give a fuck about the kid, then you really didn't give a fuck about the kid. You know? Because some people do that too. Some people just get close with the kids just because they're in a relationship, and then once the relationship is done, you won't hear from that person ever again to talk to the kids. So that just depends on who that person is, and what that person is there for.
Okay, I feel you on that one.
You know?
Oh wait, Toya asked me to reread the question.
Okay.
All right, so Toya, basically, you was in a relationship with somebody long term. You both had kids previously meeting each other. You now have a blended family. The family has now broken up. What's your responsibility? What responsibilities or what ties do you still have to the kids? Like, are you still going to be in their life like as much? Yeah, I mean, obviously you won't be in their life as much as you used to be, but would you? How often would you make sure you're there?
If you want to be there.
If you want to be there.
You don't have to be there.
No, you don't have to be there. You don't have to be there, but that's a tough one.
It's very tough.
And I had jokes because I was in the supermarket earlier, right? And I was listening to them on the radio. They had somebody, I guess they had a morning show, and they said, no, Toya, they don't have a child together. A blended family as in like they both have children previously of the meeting, and then they merge. Like, hey, my kids is gonna hang out with your kids, but when we go our separate ways, there's no baby to hold us together. To say everybody's still siblings is just those your kids is my kids. How do you keep them together? But on the morning show, right, they was asking about passwords. Like, what if you're in a relationship and you have Netflix and Hulu and
Oh, can you still be on the account?
when y'all go your separate ways, you still let the person be on your account? Like who? Like do you share the password?
That's petty as shit right there. That's real petty.
What you mean? Like I mean, but petty how? To what extent, yo?
I mean, I get it. I guess I do get it, but
like don't get me wrong. Like I had two instances. One where I have an ex who still uses my Netflix and my Hulu. But me and her was cool. Like we actually been down since high school, and we try to rock it out early in our 20s or whatever. We even tried again a little bit before Hunter came along. But at the end of the day, we always kept that level where like, listen, if it didn't work out, we still good people. You know what I mean? So I let her use it. But then I also have another ex where after we broke up, we tried to do the fake friendship thing. Like, oh, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah. And then one day I realized I haven't heard from her in like almost a month. And I was like, yo, this chick don't even talk to me no more. But I noticed she's still using my goddamn password. So I kindly changed my password.
Did she call you and ask you what happened to it?
No, she didn't. I logged out
Okay.
all my devices, then I changed the password. She never called me to ask me because I guess she realized, listen, you don't talk to me no more. Why are you still using my Netflix? Like, why?
Shit,
Like, I wouldn't have known that you were still using my Netflix if I didn't see that you tried to, that you created your own profile on it. Like,
shit, yeah.
let me go see what you watching. I'm like, nah, son, I don't even talk to you no more. You ain't gonna be having no Netflix chill off of my account, yo.
I mean, my daughter's mom has my shit, but that's because my daughter's there. So
Yeah, that's because, like, don't get me wrong.
I don't
Like, I
stress
ain't a
it.
friend. I got it. But, my thing with, like, I don't mind, like, I wouldn't personally I wouldn't give it to my son's mother. I'm not gonna lie to you. What I would do
I
is,
hope you wouldn't give it to your son's
no,
mother.
I wouldn't. What I would do is, if he had a tablet at her house,
Yeah,
I would put the stuff on his
on his
tablet.
tablet. Yeah, I got
On
you.
his tablet. And then he could watch it from his tablet, And then, if anything ever goes wrong, all right, tell him to bring the tablet back to me and I'll re-put the password in.
Yeah,
But I'm not giving her the password.
yeah. I don't care because I don't have anything
Nah, it's
against
not
it.
even,
I'm good.
no, no.
Like whatever. Take the password. Put it on the
Like I
tablet.
said, depending on how our relationship ended or how our relationship went, I don't have a problem with it. Like, use it. It's already paid for. It's just you watching movies and stuff. I don't have an issue with that. But that fake ass friendship, you gotta go.
Yeah, I don't do that.
And I mean, and she wasn't a bad person. It's just we just had no ties. We had no connection to each other.
Mm.
So it's like, well, if we didn't have no ties or connection to each other, why are you still using my Netflix? Like, we're not cool peoples. Like, we're not enemies, but we're not cool peoples like that. I don't hear from you. You don't say what's up. I don't see you. We're never hanging out. Nothing. You know? So I'm like, I'm good. Get my password back, yo. Toya said, Toya told me to tell you she's sorry. I don't know. Sorry about what? I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. What you sorry about, Toya?
I don't know. She's sorry for 2004.
What?
I don't know. Remember Ruben Studdard dropped that song, I'm Sorry?
Who?
How far is who? How far is he?
Who you texting? Who you talking to?
No, Toya texted something inside the chat, inside the YouTube. She said, how far is she from you now?
You talking to me, Toya?
I think she's talking to me.
Oh.
I'm trying to sit there. Oh. You know what? I don't know what the hell just happened here. I'm trying to work on the live chat on the YouTube.
When you was talking about passwords, I thought you was going to ask, should you give your boyfriend or your girlfriend your password to your shit? That's what I thought you were going to say.
No, I had to. No, because my thing is I got the little Bluetooth. I got the little Bluetooth keyboard that I'm typing with on my on the iPad. So it's kind of like, oh, Zoe says she needs her computer to work. And shit sucks. Oh, she really. I
That's
guess
because she got an HP.
There you go. Oh, I got an HP.
That's why your shit was acting up too, motherfucker.
No, I got that HP I had was about 6 years old. It was done. But the new one I got now is working flawlessly. Thank you very much. Like that shit, yo. That's crazy though. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Like sharing passwords, but that's a real good question. So I hope Dramatic Soul. Let me double check because I don't want to say nobody's name wrong. Let me go back to Dramatic Soul Collection. Yeah, she asked the question.
That's who asked that. That's that question.
Yeah, man. Oh, she says she's sorry about the distance between you and your child.
Nah, it's cool. I mean, my thing is, like I said, I'm a dad, so even though I don't want to do that drive, I'm gonna do it because I want to see my kid.
How long? How long is it? How long is the drive?
I mean, it's not bad. It's 2.5 hours, but when I'm
both
leaving
ways or one
work,
way?
if I'm
Both ways or round trip?
one way, it's 2.5 hours. So it's like, when I'm leaving work, it's gonna take me like from my house it's 2.5 hours. From my job, it's like 2 hours. So I get up at work at 6:15. I'll get up there by like 8:15, 8:30,
Damn.
and then I'm not gonna leave right away.
So
Gonna
you gotta
talk
get back home
bullshit,
till 11
me and
o'clock.
Taryn gonna talk bullshit for a little bit. So we'll probably leave at like 9 o'clock, 9:30 to get home
And
by
she's sleeping
11:30.
already.
And while like we talking, laughing and joking and shit, like on the first like maybe half hour of the drive, she's on her iPad. Maybe after the first hour, she's starting to fall asleep on her iPad, and then the other hour and a half,
It's
I'm
just you
driving by
playing.
myself. She's already asleep.
She already sleep.
And then we get home, it's midnight, 11:30 midnight.
So it's bedtime.
Nah, she's up, like, cause I don't mind. Like, if it's a weekend, I'll let her rock, because when we get up on Saturday, we just get up whenever we get up on Saturday. But we, on Saturdays we usually get up like 9, 10 o'clock anyway. So, when she get here like 11:30 midnight, I let her rock. Watch TV, cause she wanna I'll put her in her bed, and then while I'm sleeping, her little ass will jump in my fucking bed and turn the TV on. And I'm like, yo, I'm sleeping. She's like, yeah, I know. And then she'll be laughing in my face. And then, that's it. And then she'll fall asleep with the TV on. And like 2 o'clock in the morning, I get up and turn it off. And, I mean, we good. It's just the whole, now Sundays, how I used to, on the way to work on Monday, I would drop her to school when she lived in Middletown, because it was easier. In Middletown from my job is only a half hour.
But yeah, now she's up. Yeah, now
she's up there. I gotta fucking bring her home on a Sunday. So either I gotta cut my Sundays short to bring her up there, or worry about me driving back late at night, to come home. So it is an inconvenience for me. Of course, she didn't ask me how I felt or how I was gonna feel about it. She made her own decision and her own opinions, because that's what mothers do. Mothers, instead of asking the father how they feel about certain shit, because they're the mother and because the kid lives with them, they make their own decisions, and then we just have to suffer from it, and we have to fucking move accordingly, which I don't think is fair, but it is what it is. No crying over spilled milk. I just gotta deal with it. That's it. When the weather gets better, and when it starts to get warmer, then it'll be a little bit. The ride will be the fucking same long thing, but it'll be a little bit easier, because now I don't have to worry about getting caught in the snow or yada yada yada. But it's still gonna be crazy. It's still gonna, my life is still, I got my cars, all that shit. Fuck you, Toya. I'm gonna just tell you that now. But it is what it is. Like I said, us men, we don't never get, us good fathers and us good men, we don't ever get credit for doing the jobs that we do, because we're told that we're supposed to do that. Oh, you're supposed to be the good father, or you're supposed to be a good man. Yeah, we are supposed to be, but we don't fucking get credit, because y'all women don't want all the credit for everything that y'all do. So,
they want all the credit.
All the credit. All the credit. But I'm a single mom, and I make sure their kids get up to go to school every morning, and I go to work, and I do this, and I do that. Yeah, I know. We do it too. That's life. That's how.
I mean, that's parenthood.
That's it.
That's all it is, man. Like, it kills me when people like, oh, I got my own crib, I got a job. You were supposed to. Welcome to adulthood.
You damn sure supposed to. Shit, I wish I was able to live with my mama, while I'm fucking 44 years old. Nah, I wouldn't want to do that. I'm lying. I'll take that back.
It depends on the relationship you have with your mom.
I still wouldn't do it. The only time that would happen is if I had a big house and she had her own section where she ain't gotta bother me. But I would never want to live with my mama. I love my mama to death. Don't get me wrong. I love my mama to death. But as a grown adult man that likes to have my own space and do my own thing, no, I would never want to live with my mama. Now, if I was taking care of her, she got older, okay, that's a different story. But if we both young, not young, but if we both healthy moving around, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I stopped looking at it like that. I said, look, what if moving in with your mom's cut your bills in half and you're able to save up for that house you want?
That's true. If that was the goal, and if I was helping, and if I was actually stable. But if I'm sitting there 3-4 years later still living with my mom,
that's a different ballgame.
nah, I'm not doing that. And even that 1 year to save up the money, that's gonna be hard because again, number one, I want a social life. I can't do that because I have respect for my mom where I don't want to have another woman here and I'm fucking a woman while my mama's in the house.
I understand. It's not easy. It's not easy.
You know, that's
it's
just me. I mean,
it's an
some people do it.
unsettling. It's an unsettling situation.
Now, if I had a big house and that was the case, yeah, I'm gonna do because that's my house. My mama lived in the other side of the house. That's my house. I'm gonna do what I want. But if I moved into my mama house, how the fuck am I having a social life?
You know, I mean, how you gonna fuck some bitches?
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do that. That's nah.
Well, that's what I sit there and say. Depending on what your goal is, you know, like how we just sat there and said earlier, sometimes you gotta sacrifice for what you want. I mean, sometimes you might just have to sacrifice that getting the bitches.
Nah, because I'm a human being and I know I'm gonna have my needs. I get it. You know, the goal is always gonna be there, but because I'm a human being, I'm gonna have my needs. I'm gonna want something, and if I can't have it, I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna have a fucking attitude, and I'm not good having attitudes. I'm a nice person.
Oh shit! I ain't mad at you.
Imagine that. I'd go crazy if I had to live with my mom's and I couldn't get none. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be angry every day. I'm gonna go to work angry.
That's cool. I mean, look, that's what it is. Some people gotta do what they gotta do.
Nah, I get it. Cause you know circumstances happen. I get it.
Yeah, circumstances happen. But fuck it, I ain't worried about it. Uh-oh. Toy, you joining us?
Y'all know I'm trying.
Yeah, that's right. You trying? You slow ass.
Shut up.
Hi,
But, like,
Toya. How you doing?
Hello, my dear. It will work for like 5 seconds, then take me off.
That's your bootleg ass computer.
No, it's my bootleg ass phone. Shut up.
Oh, that too. See, what you got? You got an iPhone, right?
Shut up. Unless you're willing to buy me a new phone, shut up.
What service you got?
T-Mobile.
Oh shit! I was gonna say I'm not gonna. But,
Yeah, enjoy T-Mobile. See, look, see, I'm talking shit about yet.
So you gonna buy it?
Nope.
He said nope.
So, I totally agree with your friend that texts you that you need a female perspective. Totally agree. Totally agree.
But why?
We don't need a female perspective.
Because even though this is a man's podcast, if you're both agreeing and saying the same exact thing.
But we don't do that all the time.
Okay, first of all, I think you guys have been together so long, you finish each other's sentences. That's one.
So?
Two.
I'm in agreement, of course.
Okay. But that's one. Two, it's just like a yin-yang type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You guys have been together. You both know each other's story. So it's not really a give and take.
So when you're watching The View, and when you're watching...
I does not watch The View.
Okay, regardless. Not you per se. But when a woman watches The View, when a woman watches The Real, when a woman watches whatever other female talk shows that are out there, and all the women, and Oprah and all these other talk shows that were out there, and nothing but women were in the audience with a few gay guys in the audience, but nothing but women were in the audience, and a woman comes on there, whatever the topic of the show was, and everybody in the audience agrees with that one woman or with Oprah or with The Real or with The View. when is it being said that okay, a man now needs to be on that show to put the man's perspective when it shouldn't, when it's not, because that's a woman's perspective.
Okay, so I can't answer that question because you're not talking about me. Nothing you said I've ever really sat there and watched, so I really can't
No, I know I'm not directing
answer
it
that.
towards you per se. I'm just saying.
Sound like he was directing towards you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thank
Nah.
you very much, Jonathan.
I'm only playing though. Hey, on the
Yeah,
show.
you already know. I wasn't directing it towards you, but in defense of what I'm saying, why is it that when these shows and these things are going on with all these women in the audience, why is no one saying the same thing that you just said? Oh, now we need to have a man on here for the man's perspective. That's not being
I
said. But
I
hold on,
don't
I'm
know.
sorry to cut you off one more time. But when a man has a show or a podcast with a whole bunch of men, then a woman who listens to it doesn't like what's being said about women. So now, oh, we need a woman's perspective on it. How is that
So
fair?
I I don't know how to answer that, and I'm not even gonna try. I just think,
Uh huh.
right, because you guys have so much in common, we're looking at almost what 40 years of friendship.
But a
I
lot of
just
men
don't.
have stuff in common. I could meet a
Mijo,
man. I
mijo,
could meet a man
mijo,
on the street.
mijo. Can I please?
Mija,
Can I
mija. Now get it.
please? Can I
Get it.
please?
Finish.
What I'm saying
Listen.
is,
Mm-hmm.
how about like I have a good memory, and I remember Mr. Ease said that there will be other men's on the show, other guest
Yes.
hosts. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I remember that. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, can there be another point of view?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, just for you, I'll set that up because Dorian been reaching out about doing a collab.
Word.
Have
Uh,
Dorian. Like last week, in my opinion, when Birthmark couldn't do it, that's who you should have had. Should have
True.
canceled the
Well, like I
entire.
said, at the last minute, we realized at the last minute it wasn't gonna happen. If it was
But
something
then,
that was
Toya,
too,
let me
Yes,
ask you
babe.
a question though.
Yeah, babe.
So when a third person comes on, maybe Dorian or maybe someone else that just happened to come on, and then they start to agree with what we're saying, then is it still going to be okay? Now we need another perspective in there who's different.
Okay. So here's what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long do you and Dorian are you guys have been a trio? You
I
see
don't
what I'm
know
saying?
Dorian.
no, we
Okay.
haven't been through it. Dorian got his own podcast. It's just that's somebody.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just saying you guys traveled way back. If I'm not mistaken, in the first couple of podcasts there was a
Yeah, he
Kiki
was on there.
and you
Yeah.
got well him, yes, but the female, I feel like her name was Kiki or something like that. And I
Okay.
feel like you guys knew her for a long time. I'm saying come out the comfort zone of having BFFs on and get another perspective.
No, I get you, and I
We
agree
get
with
you.
you.
Look. We don't. We look. We all just met you. Look, you're always on the show.
I totally agree with you. But like I said, I'm asking you when that happens, and we get
Well, I would
someone.
like a man on that is still with his baby mother. She ain't a bitch, hoe, black bitch,
Wait. First of all,
trifling.
let's go into a little detail. When Birthmark was talking about the black bitch in the hole or whatever, he wasn't talking about his baby moms. He was talking about a
No,
lady at work.
Yeah,
I
So
remember. I
it's
was
not
there.
relationship
What
status
I
that he
am
was
saying
discussing.
is, I would like, as an audience member, I would like a male on that is still with his baby mother slash wife. Let him
Okay.
let's see his perspective on
That still
it.
don't mean he
Okay.
probably don't have a baby with somebody with another woman as his baby mama.
Okay, so maybe you guys need better friends.
Wait, whoa, who said we
You
got
want that
bad
you want that
friends?
avenue? No, I'm just saying because like okay, you have how you feel about relationships, right? Birthmark has his own little mixture over there. Okay. So I'm just saying, I will be okay and respect that other man's perspective if he can check these two boxes. Still with
What
his
two
baby
options?
mother. I'm telling you, cállate.
Okay.
Still with his baby mother,
Or
or
wife.
she's not my baby mother, she's my wife.
Okay.
Okay,
And
because
what?
I do feel like it's your experiences why you're saying this, and I'm not saying that there's not a lot of females out there that don't give men a bad taste in their mouth. Okay,
Look, you're right. It is our
I hear what you're
experiences.
saying,
I
and
mean, like,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't
you're just
understand.
not agreeing with
No,
me.
listen to me. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't understand what that point will do because again, even if that man is with his baby mom, or even if that man is with a wife, he is going. The conversations that we have is going to spark him back to a time when he wasn't with his baby mom or wasn't with his wife, and then if he
well,
happens
hell,
to say, and if he happens to say something that is not agreeance with the woman, then he's going to be like, okay, now we need to get another person on here
No,
that's
no.
not
What I'm
agreeing with you
saying
guys because
is,
you guys are always going to agree.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, in my opinion, you and John, the E's have all these damn names I gotta try to remember. Shit, I'm sorry. But you guys have a similar background.
Yes.
Okay. So I just feel like your friend, Mr. Birthmark, said something that I've said repeatedly before, right? She just writes
Mm-hmm.
better than I do. High five to her. But I just believe that if you have a different perspective, it doesn't have to be a feminine perspective, but just a different perspective. Someone that maybe gets to see their child. I feel like everything in our lives that we're living alter our reaction sometimes without us even knowing that it's altering our behavior and reaction. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if you could just get somebody that is, what are you guys, average age is what, 45, sorry, 43, get somebody 53 and just see life differently with his wife, see life differently, have male callers. Dorian, I remember him calling in, have him call in, have him be a guest host, and just like the questions that
The
have
fuck is that
me
noise?
getting,
that's the train in the
that's
background.
Jonathan.
You
That
heard
shit
the
sounded like what? Like like what the fuck was that? I'm
that's
sorry, Toya. Go ahead.
the metro
No, it's
north, yo.
fine. No, he just faces the train and I don't. So it's a little whatever.
I don't
Um,
know, yeah.
just get like a different point of view on life and just experiences. And you remember every time I got a fuck you from Mr. Birthmark? Let's ask him that question.
Which question?
Whichever question that got me a fuck you from you.
You don't remember the questions.
When just
Right,
now?
because he's always saying fuck you to me.
When just now?
That's his lingo. He says that to
Oh,
everybody.
that's his love language? Okay. No, I'm just
Yeah, I
talking
don't.
about period. Like,
If I say fuck you, that means I like you.
ooh, baby, you like me a lot.
Because if I don't say fuck you to you and I say some other shit, I don't think you want to like that other shit I'm gonna say.
See,
You know, I'm upset that you're trying to convince me this abusive relationship is where I need to be.
Who said it's abusive?
See what I mean? Sound like an abuser.
Who says it's abusive? You
Mm,
say potato, I say potato.
I say abusive.
I want some home fries.
No, I
Huh?
hear what you're saying, though, Toya. But I hear what you're saying, and I want us to do that only to prove a point. And the point that I want to prove is that us men, regardless if we're in a happy relationship, happy committed relationship, married or not, we all go through the same traumas. Just like you women all go through the same traumas when it deals with men. So regardless if it's a 20-year-old, a 50-year-old, a 70-year-old, we're all
So,
bond by one. We're all gonna be going. We different stages of our lives. Of course, we went through different things, but we all went through the same thing. Whether it is a baby mama, fucked up baby mama, whether it is that we had a kid with somebody that didn't want us to see our kid, like whatever the situation is, the thing about men, and especially minority men, we all have that same stigma. We all have gone through that so-called PTSD, just like all
Oh,
you women had, in some
so
form or manner.
so
Hmm.
question. There are four women in your life that I know about. Okay? Your
Okay.
mother,
Uh huh.
your first baby mother, your second baby mother, and now your girlfriend.
Yep.
Let's take your mother out the equation.
Yep.
What are you implying, that all three of those women are the same? Think carefully before you answer that question.
Uh, they have certain aspects, yes, of the same
So
character.
does that mean that you're the only one common denominator?
Right. That links all three of them together. Yes.
So are you the problem?
Not at all.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So if you're saying that all three of them are the same, then why aren't we always with the same person?
But
Because
that's the
if you
thing. I'm
leave,
not
you're
saying
going to
they're all.
end up.
Yeah. Finish. Finish.
Thank you. When you leave, you're going to end up with the same woman again. You're going to go back to Ariel's mother. God forbid this relationship doesn't work out.
No,
No,
you're not
that's
gonna
what
let
you
that
just.
alone.
No, that's what he said.
No, I'm not. That's not what I said. What
No,
I said was that
what
we
you
all have
said
gone through.
is
No.
no. What
What I
you
said.
said is all women basically are the same at some kind of core.
I
We have
said.
the same underlying core.
I said
Did you
that
not say
all
that?
men have gone through the same type of trauma with a woman. That's what I
Right.
said.
So then what you're saying is all women are the same.
No, that's not saying
No.
that. Now, I'm a mathematician. Let's go to truth tables. If and then. What are your truth tables? If the sky is blue, that means it's wet
Then you're an
outside.
asshole.
No, no. If the sky is blue, that means it's raining. That's not a truth table. That's not
Okay.
truth.
So mathematician, 1 second.
Yes.
You said,
I've said
right, that if you were to get another man on here, he will have similar
yes.
experience
Yes. I
than
said
you.
that. Yes.
So what I'm
In,
saying
in some
is,
form or way.
does this imply that all women are the same?
No, this implies that all women have similar types of experiences. That's what I'm saying. Don't misconstrue the same. Don't misconstrue the words that I'm saying.
9, 11.
Women, we're all different, but
Why does he keep on saying
in a form,
11? What is
huh?
he
What
doing?
happened? What happened?
What's your friend doing?
All I said was 9/11.
Oh, what the hell? 9/11.
She look, they gotta try to stop arguing though.
We're not arguing. We're having a good
9/11.
debate. What I'm saying is that
Yes. Thank
at
you,
one point of
birthmark.
our lives, me, Jonathan, Joe Schmo, the nigga selling drugs on the corner, the fucking
Wow.
CEO of Apple or whatever, we have all gone through a similar experience as men. Whether it is a baby mama, whether it is being broke, whether
Skirt,
it
yeah,
is
mama.
whatever the situation is, because we are men, we have all gone through some type of thing that is similar. That's what I'm saying. Just like women, you may be different from my daughter's mom. You may be different from the lady in the bodega. You may be different from um, Oprah Winfrey, but you guys have all gone through some type of similar trauma as women. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said it doesn't matter what type of man we bring on, whether he's married, whether he's divorced, whether he has a baby mom, whether he has a girlfriend, whether he's 70 years old, whether he's 18 years old. We have all gone through some type of similar trauma that we can connect and relate to. It just so happens that me and Easy, because me and Easy, we don't agree a lot sometimes. Like how he feels about the whole relationship shit. He feels that he don't need to be in a relationship, yada yada yada. I feel it's different. Remember the what was it, the second episode when he got heated and we got into
Episode
that
4.
episode
Still in,
4.
Oh,
still on
episode
download.
4 that never uploaded, by the way.
Oh
Yo,
shit,
never
yeah.
upload. Divine
But that
intervention, bro.
but that discussion was heated and we didn't agree with each other at all.
at all.
Okay, so this is episode 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you take one away from 13, is that the majority or the
Nah,
minority?
but you
No,
can't
because
say
there's a lot of
that a
conversations where we
lot of
still don't
things.
agree.
So
No.
one,
We have different
two,
opinions. There's a lot of shit we
one,
don't agree on. There's a lot of
two.
shit that we are similar with. That just
Okay,
happens to how
okay,
we are.
okay. So one, two. I'm gonna go back to what your female friend, texted you earlier and said you need a female perspective.
But why do you
That
need
was
a
that was
female?
one. But because you just said all men basically think alike.
But
Oh,
again,
they say
Toya, Toya, my
Mhm.
question to you is, what type of podcast is this? This is a
I can't
male,
read. I
huh?
can't read right
Oh,
now. I can't read. I can't.
it's a male
this is a
oriented
male. This
podcast.
is a podcast from a male
Yeah.
perspective.
Yes.
We have
Okay,
women on
so
it.
okay,
Hold on,
so
hold on, hold
outside
on, hold
of
on.
me, no, no,
We
no.
have women
Outside,
on it like yourself. Sometimes what's her name? Kima will come on. I mean, well, Kalima will come on.
He said, "Okay, man,
I,
hold on."
yeah, she will come on sometimes and voice her opinion, which is good because we do like your insight. But at
okay.
the end of the
So
day,
I feel like you know how you have like the hot topics or whatever.
yeah.
Hmm.
You and the Big E's, y'all go in
But
on the
why can't we?
females.
Why
But
can't
this
we
is the
though?
show. We supposed to go
But why
in.
can't we?
I'm gonna have a drink for both of y'all. Do you want
But
me to have
Okay.
but
the
this is the point that we're
peppermint
trying to
twist
make,
or the other one?
I gotta
Toya.
start my bar.
This is the point that we're trying to make, and we said it earlier. A woman can have a show and go
Oh
in
Jesus Christ!
on a man.
Okay, so I
Hold on,
really
no, no,
don't
no, no,
watch
no,
these
no, no,
feminine
no.
shows that you keep talking
It
about.
doesn't matter. You don't watch it. I'm just telling you in general. Even if you having conversations with your girlfriends over lunch, y'all can have a conversation and go in on a man what he didn't do for y'all or how he acted that day or what he blah 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 blah. But as soon as a man decides that he want to say something about a woman, then oh, the whole world stops because we need a woman's perspective or we need to stop venting or stop bitching and stop moaning. Why can't we fucking talk how we want to talk? It's a double standard when we want to do it, but when
Life
you
is a
guys want
double
to do it,
standard,
it's
isn't
fine
it?
because that's what women do.
Isn't
And
life a double standard?
I, I get all of that, but
Life
you're not
is
listening to
and
the
then
point.
you D. Nas-Illmatic CD number
Hey,
3.
hey, hey, hey. I hear what tell you. I understand. I totally agree with what you're saying. I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying, why is it that when a man has the platform to voice his opinion about how he feels and what's going on in his brain, in his head, in his heart, whatever the shit is, a woman listening to it is like, oh, you need a woman's perspective, or you need to have some type of woman in it, or you need to stop talking about a woman like this, blah blah blah. But again, you guys do this shit all the time on everything that y'all do, and it's okay for y'all to do it, but it's not okay when finally we have a platform where we want to voice how we feel, and we can't.
Y'all keep the party going. I gotta step away for a second.
Uh oh, you gotta take a uh,
Oh, mind your business, okay? I'll be right back.
you gotta take a dookie.
Um. So yeah,
But yeah, Toy, I'm with you though. I'm not. And you know, you already know how our conversations are. I'm not ever denying anything with you, but I'm also on my dude's side because I am a dude, and I feel that we are unheard. We can't voice and we can't say what we want to say without
I
us. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
Yeah.
no, I interrupted you, but it's okay. I guess my issue
Hmm.
is right. So you are of African descent.
Yes.
Your high yellow has me a little confused sometimes.
Fuck you, yo.
So, so it's like as a black female turn in and you hear two black males and they're just going in on females and it's like okay well it's a black female, you know,
I
so I
mean,
just feel like
if
why
it
were
was a
we
white female,
ever
will it be any better?
I wouldn't give it two more shits than I do now. No, but no, all fun and joke aside, I feel like it's just hard. And I understand that this podcast is not for me. It's not for my rate gender. You understand
No,
what
it
I'm
is
saying?
for you.
But
It's for you guys so that you can understand what we go through without us having to fucking sit there and be quiet or be dickheads or be assholes. Like the platform is
you
for
will
us to vent.
always be my dickhead, okay? You will always be
Now,
my dickhead, okay?
now, the
But
platform is for you guys to understand what we're saying. And again, what you're not understanding at times is that we feel the way we feel, and it's fucked up sometimes how we feel it. Again, yeah, it could be because of the women that we've dated, but not all of the women happen to be the same. Like you may start out dating a woman who acts one way, and then when that woman feels that they can change you or whatever the situation is, then they start to act a certain way. Either the beginning was their true self, and then they got frustrated and started acting a certain way, or they put up a facade so that when they finally got you, then they went into their true selves. Regardless of the fact, we're here to try to tell you guys or tell you ladies, maybe you should think about certain things this way because this is how us men are thinking. Just like you want us to, a lot of times in relationships, women want us to sit back and think about how a woman feels. Like, oh, if you walk in the house with an attitude, I'm just using an example. I'm not saying this. I'm just popping an example in my head. Like for instance, if you walk in the house with an attitude, sometimes women want us to just console them and find out, oh, hey, babe, how was your day today? So you can talk to us and tell us about your day. Some women want that because some women they don't. I mean, some men don't give a fuck. You come in the house with an attitude, he's like, oh man, let me just stay the fuck away from her. But some women want that man to react and say, hey babe, are you okay? You know, sit down and rub your feet while you're venting about your day. So we know that, and some men will act upon that and do that. So in retrospect, the same thing with us men. We may come in the house with a fucking attitude because we was walking in the supermarket and a white lady happened to call us a nigga or say some shit to us, and instead of you sitting there like, oh babe, go do this, do this, I'm fucked up, I had a bad day. For me, you're not sitting to understand that, okay, let me just sit down and maybe rub his feet because he had a fucking long day, he's stressed out. So this platform is to tell you women that we get the type of man that you want us to be, but we also have times where we're going through shit and we want you guys to fucking sit back and let us vent and let us talk about how either the world has treated us or how you guys are treating us. That's all this platform is. It's not to bash you women because we love our black women. We love our brown women. We love women in general. We want us to cohabitat the best way possible. But sometimes women do some fucked up shit and we want to voice it. And we should be able to voice it without a woman saying, oh, y'all bashing, y'all need to have a woman perspective on here so we can tell y'all something. It shouldn't be that way.
I'm not sure, and I have to
Uh-huh.
interject for a second. I'm not sure that she's saying you're bashing or you must have a woman perspective, you know? It's just hard, like,
To
on
hear a
this
man talk about a
end.
woman like that.
Right. And
Okay.
it's like I will always sign on. Sometimes I might need the link, you know, me and my technical difficulties.
That's because you
But
slow.
okay. But I just feel like it's like, well, we're here. I don't know the race of the person that texts you, but we're here and we're like, well, we're here to support you. But then it's like blah 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 women, blah 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 black women, you know? So it becomes a little hard.
So you guys are getting defensive.
Well, I'm a defensive person.
And there we
So
go. So that's where it stems from. So a woman vents. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Jonathan whatever the fuck his name is, already told you
See, this is why.
weeks and months ago I am defensive. He
Okay. So
legit
then,
said, Toya, you're always defensive.
okay. So now listen. A woman can vent and bash a man down his fucking chest. A man doesn't get defensive. He just sits and listens and lets it rock. A man says what he feels about a woman, and the quick thing that a woman does, it gets defensive. Who's wrong on that part? Me because I'm
Well,
saying, hold on. Who's wrong? Me because I'm saying what I feel, or you because you're getting defensive about me saying what I feel?
Well, technically, you haven't talked about me yet.
Not because
You
I would
know.
never talk about you, but I'm just saying
Okay.
in general, you're defensive because you're defensive. So it's like, okay, now how am I gonna ever? If we were in a relationship, you and I, right?
Baby, you and I could never be in a relationship.
All right,
I
but
think
okay,
we would
whatever.
kill each
We're
other
in a
day
relationship,
one.
you and I. You're coming at me, you coming at me. Boom. Okay, I let it rock. Then one day you piss me off, and I tell you how you pissed me off. The first thing you're gonna do, instead of you listening to how you pissed me off, is you're gonna get defensive. How does that fix anything, and how does that work? It doesn't, because now you're not listening to me. You're not
Well,
listening to how you piss me off because you're automatically getting defensive.
well,
That's what this podcast is.
that goes back to the age old saying. People don't listen to understand; they listen to
Exactly.
respond.
Exactly.
So,
And that's the problem. We're having a podcast and a forum for men to voice how they feel about certain instances that happens in a relationship with women.
oh, just in
And
life.
instead of you, and it's sorry to cut you up, bro, but instead of the women listening to what we're saying, you're listening to what you want to hear, and you're getting on the defensive, telling us that we shouldn't be saying how we feel.
Okay. I'm gonna agree with you. Okay.
Okay, I want to add something else. Back when Birthmark said, if you're having a bad day, he said he'll rub your feet. I don't do feet. I just want that to be out there. I
As
wouldn't
I've
rub your
gotten
feet.
older, I've learned that, like I said before in previous episodes, if you're with a person, you got to do whatever you want. You got to do whatever makes them happy.
I
If you're
stopped at
not
the
into feet, you got to get yourself into feet to make her happy.
I stopped at the ankles. So just letting that be out there. I'll rub you down all the way down to your ankle. Don't ask me to go to you. I even do the heel. I'm not doing the foot. I'm not
Because
doing
at
the
the end of
midget.
the
I'm not
day,
doing the midget
if you
fingers.
down and out and you sick and you need that woman to take care of you and she don't like armpits and she got to shave your armpits in order for you to be better, if she don't shave them, she don't really love you.
And that's my problem. See, when I get
How do you
sick,
feel about that, Toya? About that statement?
shaving somebody's armpits,
Shit.
that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Um,
I mean, I ain't got much hair,
I
but what if she had a
hear
bush?
what you say, but I
Uh-huh.
also feel like if dude is not into feet, I do feel like there is a medium. Like we have to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
sick.
but yeah,
He's
all
not
right.
into feet, but you
But
sick.
let me
Nobody else
clarify.
is there. He's not into feet. You sick, but there's nobody else there to fucking cut your toenails. Is your
Oh.
toenails gonna stay
How
growing?
long am I gonna be sick for? Like, can
Who
you
knows?
not kill me off?
Who knows?
Damn.
I'm just saying.
I would give a foot rub if she kept her socks on. I just want that.
Oh my god, this nigga's fucking stupid.
Your friend is special.
I do foot rubs with socks on, so yeah, that's okay.
That was funny.
I just feel like if you're both into each other and somebody's against one thing and somebody's against the other, then compromise.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah, that's what I said. I get foot rubs with socks on.
You know.
Make it work.
Right. But I feel like the barrier between the socks and the feet may be issues for some people. Not for
I
everybody,
agree. I agree.
but for some people.
So you don't want to touch my feet? Like, you know
Right.
how women are.
So it's like,
sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry
so
to say that
let
to
me-
you.
Weird question. So you will, excuse my language, eat the person, but not
But you
touch
won't
her
touch
feet.
their feet.
Come on, that's like saying how somebody don't. Like I had a chick who one time said she don't like onions, but she
Was
swallowed.
that a yes or no?
But she what? She swallowed what? I heard the swallow part. What?
She swallowed my eggnog.
Okay, but do you understand what I'm saying?
I
It
understand what
just
you're saying,
sounds.
but people have their things. Like people
Okay.
who like onions and
Okay,
pickles.
And I
okay, so my thing to
totally
you,
agree with you.
and this is just a question. I don't know if you want me to get personal. So, what is your issue with feet?
For me,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just don't like them. I mean, you know what? It's not that I don't like feet. It's just people over sexualize feet so much. I was just like, I don't see it, and it's just
Okay,
like,
so you don't
ran
have
the other
to.
way.
You don't have to over sexualize feet to deal with feet.
yeah,
Why do you?
But
Why
it
you?
was just it was people
Why
made
you
it
worried
so.
about? what other people do.
I didn't see the logic. And I'm like, how do y'all still trying to talk about feet? I'm like, I just started looking at feet like, ew, it's not even all that. So it's a foot.
Okay,
It's like
but that's your opinion.
it's like
Whatever
it's
gets
like
people off gets people off.
I'm good, dude. Feet is just not for me. I'm like, and sometimes some people have fat feet, and some people got long, skinny
One
feet.
of my old boys, he's not my boy anymore, but one of my old so-called boys, that nigga loves skinny women. I cannot stand. I mean, me personally, skinny women do not attract me at all.
Yay, ladies. BBWs can
Yeah,
get it
but
from
see, I'm not
Birthmark.
knocking the
High
women.
five, high five, Toya.
I'm not knocking the
Yeah,
women.
baby.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking, can she put some socks on us? You
So
know.
I'm gonna ask the skinny person to just eat some food.
Well, I don't discriminate against size. You know, skinny, big,
I
whatever.
do. I gotta have something to hold on to. I'm sorry. That's just
I
me.
discriminate over feet though. Feet and sugar and the grits. I just
I don't eat
So,
grits, so
question. We're ignoring Jonathan with the sugar and the grits part.
why not? That's
Um,
important.
I
okay.
don't eat grits.
So I don't either.
What the fuck
Oh,
is a grit?
Exactly.
it's like a wheat or
So then why
grain.
don't they call it wheats?
I got cream of wheat too.
I love
You're
cream of wheat.
nasty.
I like
You're
grits. I'm like,
What the
nasty.
fuck is a grit? Why
it's
don't
like
they
a
call it
grain.
grits? Why is it grains? So why don't they call it grains?
What they call 'em what?
Grains like oatmeal. They call it oatmeal because it's actually oatmeal.
I don't know what a grit is.
Cream of wheat
I
is
have
wheat. The
I
fuck is
have
a
a
grit?
better question.
What's up?
When are we going to Jonathan's house to drink off his liquor?
First of all, if y'all really want to go there, how come we call buffalo wings, and they just chicken wings?
Oh
If you gonna
Jesus
sit there
Christ.
and go there,
Well, if you go to Buffalo, you're actually gonna get some buffalo wings
why the hell we call them oxtails when they come from a bull?
because the tail of the bull, and some bulls are oxes.
No, the bull is a bull, and the female version of a cow is a heifer. The male version is a bull. We're eating bull tails.
A cow and a bull is not the same thing.
A cow and a bull is the same thing.
No, it's not.
Can we talk about the drinking, please? I do
I
not
mean,
work all next week.
you
I
said you're not
do.
at work always. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are on
Um,
vacation.
Yeah, because schools is closed.
I mean, I'm off Monday, but I'll be in a. I'm my daughter's birthday is on Sunday, so I'm taking her back to Albany on Monday.
Oh, because I'm off on Monday too.
So you should
And
go to
okay.
your lodge. You should go to your lodge meeting on Monday because
oh, that's right. The
I'm gonna
fir-
make a guest appearance on Monday to the lodge meeting.
oh, let me go pull out my tux. Wait, Hunter's still gonna be here with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just off during the day. I'm like, wait, not free. It's
Yeah,
my
because
Monday.
I'm gonna make a guest appearance at the lodge meeting.
Oh, God. Oh, that means I have to make plans to come back to
Yep. Make a guest appearance. All right, I gotta go drain
the
the
lizard.
python.
Oh, you gotta take a
Python.
dookie.
No, I said I gotta drain the python. I'll be right back.
See, this is wrong with
But why do
people.
you have to share? Just go to the bathroom.
Look,
Oh yeah,
he
shut
just,
up.
yeah, he had to sit there and
You
say
shut up.
python. He's like, I'm hung like a baby's arm holding an apple.
Shut the hell up.
But yeah, yeah, that's true. Though. I mean, listen, I'm all for having guests. Yeah, our show is a public show. We let people know, call in whenever, so people can give their opinions and their thought patterns all throughout the show. Because, like I said, this is a public show. We give everybody the link. We let them know what time is on. So we don't even have to
Okay.
get guests. We can let the regular audience that listens say, hey, this is how I see it. Just like how you
Okay.
shared your views on it, this is how they see it.
But I'm very opinionated.
Okay, that's fine. But we open the doors. Forgive my yawning. I'm so sorry. It's just been a long day. But yeah, but we open the doors. We sit there and say, hey, this is why we say we have a live show, because we want people to actually interact and say, if they're not gonna sit there and
Well,
talk, at
in
least they
a
can text.
sense, I feel like this is my opinion. The MIAs for whatever it is as you were building up following, didn't have,
They
you
started
know,
breaking. Well, I think you started breaking up. I haven't.
your MIAs while you were building a following didn't have.
Oh yeah,
So I feel
yeah,
like now you have to
yeah. We have
promote
to
it
start all over
better,
again.
and not just promote it better, like stick with what you say you're gonna do. Okay, fine. Birthmark can't make it, then get Poland Spring to pop it, or
Well,
you
yeah,
do it
I understand.
yourself,
Like, I mean, like I
you
said,
know.
we gonna
Hey,
work on that.
sexy, you came back. You.
Raw,
And take them nowhere.
raw.
So yeah,
What y'all talking about? I ain't hear
Now we was talking about
we were talking about
growing the
you.
show and all that other good stuff.
you talking about what?
You know,
You.
growing the show, consistency, getting other guests.
You tired of hearing just me and Jonathan? I
Yeah,
mean,
she's tired of hearing us.
Baby, I think you sexy with that sexy voice, that nice purple sweater. You
these
just
shits right here.
sexy.
It's
No,
What?
crack.
I'm good. I
You
don't even
good?
like
It's
chocolate. I
crack.
don't like
And I
chocolate.
love when you do crack on the show, babe.
You look. Hey, as long as I'm not sniffing, it's okay.
Everything about you is just wonderful. That's what we're talking about.
That's a bullshit. That's a
If
lie.
that was the truth, I would appreciate it.
If that was the truth.
Yeah,
So you're
you know
calling
it
me a
was the
liar.
truth. Cause
Just making a hot mess over there, mother flower.
ooh, sexy mother flower. Ooh.
Anyway, so what will next week? What can your guests expect
I don't even
on?
know.
Well, will you be on next week, seeing that
Yes.
Yes.
there? Oh, y'all both answer real quick and then watch me text both of y'all at 10:05 going, hello,
Yo,
hello.
yo,
The
why are you
sky will
bringing up
be
old
falling.
stuff?
Oh, y'all always on that bullshit together.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? Okay, look, we had some personal setbacks in the last 3 weeks, okay?
Okay, so you know what? I am sorry for bringing up old stuff.
Just move on.
Dang.
So, what will we be discussing next week? And birthmark, I believe the lady that
Dude, I don't
texted you.
even know. I just thought about what underwear I'm wearing tomorrow. You want me to know what topic we talking about next week?
Really, what color underwear you wearing tomorrow?
It's gray. It's
Really,
kind of
what
easy
color
because all I
underwear
own
you
is
got
gray,
on
but
now?
I only own gray or
Gray.
black, so.
Exactly. So shut up.
Yo,
So
it's gonna be
birthmark,
60 degrees tomorrow.
boom boom
Oh,
shorts.
son, I'm going commando.
So birthmark,
Yes.
the female that texts you,
Uh-huh.
you should see if she could call in. Y'all will be on your bullshit. Have her call in.
I ask her. I ask
Okay.
her. I will definitely ask her. Like, yo, this girl named Toya.
Please stop. Jonathan having issues.
What you mean? This is a train.
Yeah, but that one was really loud.
That was
Yo,
super loud.
son, that's the old rickety train. I don't understand. Sometimes they get the
Well,
smooth
is your
ones.
window open?
It might. I don't know. I don't feel like getting up and check.
Okay.
How's the heat,
So,
Jay?
No, the heat is good. Oh, I mean, we ain't got none now because it's too hot. But it was good when it was It was good
Okay.
when we did have it or when we needed it. But
Is your living
yeah.
room bigger now as opposed to in Farragut?
I don't know. My living room is smaller,
Okay.
but it's not small. It's nice. It's compact, but it's room.
It's for you. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. It's different from Farragut, but it's honestly it's better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Except for the damn train.
Yeah, because that shit is a hot blower.
I like the fact
um,
that I don't know too many people in my building because I mean I don't really, it makes it easier not to be like a cool neighbor.
excuse you, your neighborhood is very cool. Shit.
My neighborhood is very cool.
It's very
Cool.
cool.
Oh, I mean I'm pretty sure it is. I just don't want to get to know
Yeah.
my neighbors.
You don't?
Not really.
That's okay.
I
The
just come
fact
and
that
go.
the fact that the baby is going to school relatively close by, you'll know somebody. Because there's only that. So in your neighborhood, what is there? 3 schools, 3 elementary schools in the neighborhood.
I don't know. Really don't
How far
care.
is the school from the house?
6 blocks.
Y'all walk it?
Yep.
That's good.
Isn't your school 6.5 blocks? Don't lie to your friend.
Man, I ain't counting until I get to the corner. 6 blocks.
Okay.
Uptown or downtown?
We go up. We got higher up. We go from 105th to 111.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's all gravy.
Not bad at all.
So, that's
miss
what
home.
it is. But
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah, Spanish Harlem. That's
Yeah, same shit. So what?
yeah.
I miss it though. I really do miss Harlem. If I was to ever come back to New York, I would go to Harlem.
I mean, look, Harlem, Brooklyn, it's all the same shit to me.
No, I mean,
I'm just happy there's a chicken spot in my neighborhood.
Yeah, you.
and,
I'm
I
on
should-
before.
and you see how close White Castle is to you, nigga.
Yeah, I haven't had White Castle in so long. My stomach was like, nah, so don't do that again.
Shit, that was the shit, bro. I didn't even eat. I ate a couple of burgers, and then left that shit for the next day, and it was even better the next day.
Yeah, remember that time when me and Black bust down that crave case?
Yep.
See what I mean?
Yep.
Yo,
Yep.
what you mean, sorry? When we go down memory lane?
Yeah, man.
But that's the purpose of you doing the show with people you know. You can sit there and go back to memory lane.
Okay.
And you
I
got
bet.
Krispy Kreme right close to you too.
I got a 7-Eleven too.
Oh, that's my shit right there. 7-Eleven? What? I go there many nights.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 7-Eleven's on 106 and what? And first.
No, I got a 7-Eleven on like
104.
104th and
I mean,
Lex.
116 and first. But what? You got one where?
104th and
104
Lex.
and Lex.
Oh. 104 Lex. Okay.
7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. Give me a super big gulp.
Nah, I just go there for the taquitos and the chicken wings. The spicy chicken wings, I'm just crack.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a crackhead, babe.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm a thick ass crackhead though.
That's that. That's all. That's a roast con pollo, though.
Nah, I don't even eat that like that, bro. I eat rice maybe once every like 3 weeks, if that.
Yeah, I just made a eggplant and vegetable lasagna.
And invited no one.
It's okay.
Just
I put it in bowls to set them up for lunch.
You suck.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna get a little red in here.
I'm like, yeah, you
It
changing
is.
the lights? What are you even trying to set the mood?
Turn off the lights.
Click. Light a candle.
Light a candle.
So I got my disco light here just sitting here.
Pew, 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 pew.
I think me and Hunter gonna have a party on Friday. I get some flatbread or some pizza crust, and we can make a homemade pizza and listen to music and party to the disco ball.
Party till the lights go off.
I feel like I asked the question and both of you did not answer me.
I didn't hear the question.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
What was the question?
I said, when are we going to Jonathan's house to finish?
Oh,
his
that
liquor?
question.
That's what I said.
I haven't even
And
set
then
my
you
bar
guys
up
started
yet.
talking about everything else but that.
You just tell me when. I'm the furthest. I live the furthest, so y'all tell me
Well, I
when.
mean, I haven't set my bar up. I'll probably set it up on Monday.
Okay, so we'll come over and help you set the bar up as we drink.
Oh, Birfmark can't do that. You just said you're driving his daughter back upstate.
But that's early.
Oh,
Early.
okay.
That's early Monday. Like when we get up, like Monday, like
On
11, 12
President's
o'clock.
Day?
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
remember, you going, whatchamacallit? You going to the meeting.
That's not etched in stone, my nigga.
Well, I got the baby. I got to pick him up by 6 o'clock.
Okay, what that got to do
Okay,
with
so
this drinking?
we will drink and you'll watch us.
No, I'm not. No, no, no. I'm not pouring no bottles around my kid, man.
You don't have to. You don't have to pour it. My
Yeah, you
hands
gotta
work.
pour shit.
Nobody drinking around my baby.
You got red cups.
He
That's
won't
it.
be there.
I should be. I should be
You
in.
said. You said you
I should be
picking
in the
him up
city
at
like
6 o'clock.
4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock. I should be
Oh,
in the
that's
city.
too late. Especially if you gotta pick up baby at 6 o'clock.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not getting up as early.
No, I understand. That's what I said. I know you're gonna be dropping off, so I get
If
that.
we gonna get up like 11, 12 o'clock. We're gonna hit the road by like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'll get up there by like 2.
So that's a never Latoya.
Probably not.
Yeah, I heard it.
You just gotta tell me when, and then I'll know to drive to the city. That's all.
I gotta sit there. I don't know. I'm gonna set up my whatchamacallit. I'm gonna set up the webcam on a big computer.
Uh-oh, webcam. What you
And
trying
maybe
to
we
do?
could do a show from the living room.
So you want to do that on a Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm gonna set up and see how that works, and we can do a
I
show.
mean, that'll work because I mean, on Thursdays I don't have to be at work until 12 o'clock, so I can do that on a Wednesday. Come chill, because you in Harlem now. You ain't in Brooklyn, so that's good. I ain't got to fucking worry about being in traffic all the way to Brooklyn, because Harlem and I'll stay in the Bronx that night. So that's
Cool.
perfect. I can do that. That's easy because from your house to the Bronx is like the way I drive is like 10 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because around that time there's nobody on the highway, so I can get to Co-op City in 10 minutes.
Yeah. All I heard was no liquor for you, Latoya. Again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We'll try again one day.
Shut up. You're
All I
not.
said was, you just let me know when, and I'm there. That's what I said. It's not my house, so I can't, I can't make
It's
it.
not my house either, but you know.
Girl, I'll house you.
Hey,
Girl, I'll house you.
hey,
Nah,
you
that's
in my
cool.
hood now.
It's after
Wait,
12, man.
my
Let's
hood.
shut it down.
What's up? Let your mind relax your body.
We'll work out. Don't worry, Troy. By Sunday, we'll work out what we're gonna discuss
House
But
your
on
oh,
the
okay.
on the next show. Nigga, what the
Okay.
hell? You choking like you smoking on something, man?
Smokey, you
Did
already
he not
know,
say he
though.
was having crack?
Crack don't make you choke.
Crack is whack.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't do drugs.
I don't either. I don't either. Oh, who had a baby? This is so cute.
No. See, look. So you always sit there and say we need another voice of opinion, but you always our voice of opinion.
No, but ain't nobody want to hear me 24/7.
Ain't
First of
nobody
all,
want
you
what?
already labeled me aggressive a few shows ago.
What
But
happened?
you are aggressive.
Yeah, but when you label me like that, I feel like then I have to be aggressive because I'm not
What?
always aggressive.
Yes, you are.
Ain't nobody talking to this person.
See,
I
that
don't
was
care.
not aggressive.
I
That
don't
was not mad
care.
aggressive.
That was not
I
aggressive.
legit calmed it down a little bit.
Hmm.
Okay, what does that sound? Because it's not on my end, so that can't be no damn string.
What sound?
What?
Shut up! You know you hear it.
No,
No,
I
I
really
don't.
don't. What are you
You
hearing?
asshole. You're
That's
both
okay. Look,
lying.
it's after
What does it
12. It's,
sound like?
it's fine. It's fine. We went
Both of
over.
you are playing with me.
No,
No.
it's dead ass. Seriously, though.
No, dead ass. I don't hear nothing.
What does it sound like?
How I know you're both lying because I muted myself and I'm still hearing it.
But we're not hearing it.
There it goes. It's gone.
What the hell? Okay. Well, before we have any more technical difficulties, I just want to say good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks for tuning
Good
in.
night,
Sorry for the
sweetheart.
delay for the 3 weeks, but we're going to come back bigger, better, stronger, blacker.
Do.
A lot more women love,
Hey, we love women all the time.
a lot less.
We did not talk down about women this whole episode.
Nope.
It was hard for me to hear you the whole thing. I will not lie. I was trying to call in, and had to fix some computer issue.
Oh no, but we didn't downplay women. We usually don't downplay women. We just let it be known that we have value too.
Okay, well,
Right.
I value both of you, and it is not the third Sunday in June. So you are
Oh, it's
valued.
Father's Day. Okay, will you be there when we cook? When we throw ourselves our own cookout? Because that's what we do.
Um,
No.
no.
Wait, yo, Birthmark, you still got the password information to the YouTube channel, right?
If I do, I don't know what I did with it.
Damn. All right.
So you might have to send it. Why you need it?
Yep,
No, I mean I don't. Yeah, one I
he
might.
needs it. He needs
I
it.
think I think I know how to do it, but
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
I
needs it.
probably
saying.
have it on a message somewhere. I just gotta look.
No, what I was saying is that you can sit there and we can do like we can do recordings outside. We don't have to wait for the show. We can always do our
Oh
own
shit!
recording.
You gonna
When we,
give me? You gonna give me that power?
Oh,
bro, this is our podcast, not mine.
I know, but I'm gonna be saying some other shit. It's gonna get us
Okay,
banned
that's what the
off of.
channel's for.
It's gonna get us banned off of internet TV.
Oh, don't say no reckless shit, then. Okay, don't go too crazy.
We'll never get banned as long as fucking Howard Stern could be on there talking about pussies and shit. We ain't gonna ever get banned.
No,
you
I'm
guys
glad.
don't have Howard Stern money or pull.
All
Not yet.
color.
It's gonna happen soon though.
Are you gonna get his color?
No,
Nah,
we're
I'm
not
not
getting
getting
his
that.
color.
Oh.
It's his color. Cause I remember when what did he do? He played the Selena song with the gunshots in the background,
What's the
and
latest song?
nobody did nothing to him at all. But when Storm
Wow.
Buck Wild played the Leah songs with the plane crashing,
Yeah. Yep.
they got
Yep.
canceled real fast.
Yep. Real quick. Yep.
So we don't have to. We don't have the color. We don't have the privilege.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yep.
so I bid everybody adieu. Whoever came and watched tonight, thank you. Of course, this show will be ready to go on the YouTube channel right away. And look out for us on Sunday when we drop the new topics, what we're going to discuss. And we might even try to find a guest because
And
Toya
make
said,
Toya happy.
yeah, make Toya happy. We're going to find a guest. Hopefully, we can find a male. We're going to find a male in a happy relationship. They don't,
Okay,
they don't have no
your
issues raising it.
They
sarcasm,
they out
your
there.
sarcasm
They're out there.
is going to have me text you,
It's
both of
not
y'all.
sarcasm, but it's not sarcasm. That's what you actually asked for. You said find a male who's
Right, but it's the
50 years
way
old in a
that
happy
it's
relationship that don't have no problems co-parenting.
right.
So
Give a different perspective.
we get it. So like I said, like I'm telling the viewers now, what you said. We're gonna try to find a guest who's in a happy relationship, co-parenting efficiently. If he's not 50, but we at least gonna make sure we check off 2 to 3 boxes.
Thank you
Yep.
very much, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Birthmark, enjoy your daughter's weekend.
I will. It's birthday weekend and she'll be 7.
Enjoy
Wow.
it. So,
Magic
It's
number
my
seven.
mama's
Is a really
birthday
good
too.
number. Huh?
oh, tell your mother I said happy birthday.
Yep.
Yeah, my mama's birthday is on Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah.
So yeah. Good night, beautiful people.
Good night.
Deuces.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
Deuces. Peace up, A-Town.
Yo, give me your French man.
Peace.
Later.